Okay, here we are. This is the another weekly analysis. I'm gonna try to integrate some fundamentals as well, because I get some questions about those things. So I'm here to help. So I'll share that later on in the video. Also, I will share how you can get a free copy of my book. Like everything, I don't ask money for signal services or mentoring or anything. I'm here to help, and it's all free. So is the book. So let's get into it. This is the weekly chart on a dollar index. As you can see, the dollar has been moving in this channel for quite some time now, and at this round number of almost 100. I pointed it out earlier on in another video. Also a level to watch from in the past. So as you can see here, it's quite a supply demand kind of area where price sold off pretty aggressively. For a minute it found support, but then again it sold off. So right now we are in this channel rejection again, and we are finishing the week with a strong bearish candle. Don't get too enthusiastic. Still we are in a channel, of course. Still we are within the channel in an upward moving channel. So if we zoom in a little bit to daily, we can see that a potential bounce from here is likely, and maybe some recovery back into these 100s is a possible scenario. But for now, as you can see in the other charts I want to show you, there is most definitely something going on. Summertime is over, and we are into a full trading, full movement period back again. So we switch to the euro dollar. A often traded pair. This is quite similar to what we are seeing on the dollar at the moment, but then imagine flipping the chart around. So this is the upside of the dollar, and this is the lower side, the dollar index, and this is the euro dollar. So it looks quite familiar. So keep that in mind. We are also in this this channel when it comes to the weekly chart on the. As you can see, quite some touches. Now again we are at this level. And there's more to that, and I think, well, let's say that this is for now. Let's maybe could point it out from here on out. This is the channel for now. Doesn't matter, we'll see later on how the channel will be formed. Another thing that is important is not just that we are in this channel and we are once again at the lower side of this channel, so potential correction or sideways movement is very likely from here on out. Also, I saw that looking at this in the past, we found some kind of support in this area and some kind of resistance, and again we are at this area, so that is quite a interesting convergence pattern, if you ask me. So price is reacting because of the horizontal line, and price is also reacting because of the lower downward trend line. So that being said, let's zoom in. What do we see on the daily chart? On the daily chart we do see a double bottom kind of formation, as well as this pin bar. So both are indications that price is in fact not willing to move any lower at the moment. Price is in fact in this area where previous support was met, and now resistance could potentially be something as well. You can also look at it like this. Okay, well, let's zoom into the 4-hour chart, because on the daily chart it's just what we're seeing right now. We have this double bottom. We have this potential trend line. To me, I would like to see a pullback to the halfway, and then a continuation back up. So to me, to be honest, I think, and also the Mr. Trump's tweets don't really help, but I think overall it's kind of choppy. It's hard to get in a really long leg or a long trend with the dollar-related pairs, but you know, something is going on, and I'm not particularly bearish at the moment. So some pullbacks could be some possible entries for this to get a couple of pips back up. Let's stay within the dollar pairs. We've got this New Zealand dollar, US dollar. You can see it on the 4-hour chart. This has been moving down for quite some time now. Then we got a break. We got a strong break from this trend line, and now we have been in this consolidation, and we are actually in a pullback right now. So this could be a potential setup for next week, when we are seeing maybe a break back up and a continuation. So this is a pullback from a possibly further move to the upside. So let's go back to the daily chart where we can see what will happen, what level we will run into. First, well, a very strong level we could potentially run into is over here. So it's not far away, but with this pullback, this is quite a move if you're interested in taking a trade on this one for the next week. So this level hasn't been really retested, so it could be a level where price will be heading. So let's keep on moving. We've got quite some things on the charts this week. We've got this one dollar related as well. Yes, I did a video on the US dollar, Singapore dollars coming out. It's not out yet. I think it's coming out tomorrow, where I explain in detail what it is you see over here. So I will not get into this too much from here on out. But after the strong up move, well, I have to tell you a little bit for you to understand. This is the weekly chart. Price is in a range. Price came to the top of this range, got rejected again, and now is moving lower. It has been moving lower from the top, so this neckline got broken, or this support level got broken. I would like to see a retest of that level, and there I will be interested in getting a look at the charts again if I can find an entry, and if I do, there are some potential moves to the downside from there on out. So that is it for the dollar related pairs. Let me see, what else do we have. This is an interesting one. This is more of a continuation thing I am trading. I was in this trade for quite a while. I think I got it when this consolidation got broken and this first higher high followed by this low. I think I actually pinpointed it quite nicely in this area, and I started riding this trend. Over here I put my stop loss a little bit too close, and this fake out got it triggered, so I was out, and after this consolidation I wasn't able to get in with a new entry, and this move, of course, I missed. Is totally something unpredictable or unforeseen. So with a pullback from here on out and then another move to the upside, there is most definitely room for this one to move, as you can see where price has been moving in when you look at the weekly chart. So interesting one. Great Britain, New Zealand dollar. It's right now it's pretty far in the trend, so it's not really, it's not really one of my favorites, but I wanted to share with you, just to tell you how I got in, how I got out. You can't have them all. I got in, had a nice ride. Let's say from 68.5, and then I got stopped out at 90. So it's okay. Then we got the Euro Swiss franc. We've been in this one for a while. As you can see on my chart, I've been following this one for quite a time. It's quite messy. I'll clean it up later on, but for now it's quite interesting to see for you guys what's going on here. This has been moving in a strong downtrend, and now we are seeing that this consolidation and this final low is broken. It's broken out of this channel. This could be the beginning of a very long, very interesting move back up. Quite a lot of potential. First real resistance areas around here, so quite the potential. Also interesting to draw on this one is the strength index. We got some consolidation for quite some time when you look at the RSI, even though price was still going lower, and then from here on out we see that price has been the RSI was showing that momentum was shifting, and that was something we didn't see on the price action chart. So this was a first signal. Took some time, took longer than I thought, to be honest. This lower low was actually a higher high on the RSI, so divergence is very strong, and this is the daily chart I'm talking about, not even the 4-hour chart, where things might look different. based on this area. Well, not really. So this is quite an interesting extra to this setup. Unfortunately, I missed this setup because I don't work with orders. I also only work with price action at the moment when I am in an interesting area. But this overall to me is a chart I'm most definitely looking to get in to ride this one back into at least these levels. So it could be a very interesting setup with great risk reward. Great. So what else do we got? Australia, New Zealand. Yes, we got this one. It broke out. This was a very important high. Took quite a time before this. Wait a minute. This is the weekly. Let me first show you the daily. This is what I mean. The breakout came from this descending trend line, and then we got this correction, and it took forever. And then we really needed this spike, and really needed this double bottom before price could take off again. Was hard to get in. I'm not in it at the moment, and this to me is a little bit too late. But it is very clear price action, as you can see, with just another huge run. So interesting to see how this works. So there is a lot of room back to the upside, as you can see. So potential pullbacks from here on out are still interesting ways to get in and still make a long run. So that's the reason why I share it, and of course for the educational perspective. Euro Swiss, Great Britain Swiss, oftentimes look quite similar. The Euro Swiss is going to the upside, and after weeks of downside, we are also seeing that we are actually making new highs on the British pound, Swiss franc. So the staircase is moving. So let's wait for a nice pullback to get in. Don't forget that we are at the moment at this. We came into this level. So price will react. That's one thing, and the question is, well, this will offer you another pullback, and will offer you a way to get in, most definitely. So interesting to see what's going on over here. This one, yeah, worked out as well. Interesting, clean price action. Funny to see that the same thing with the pound related pair I showed you earlier with the pound New Zealand happened over here. So this could have been a nasty fake breakout as well. So, you know, always trade safe. That's the most important thing. Australia, Canada. I've been watching this for a while now, and I think I've shared it in some analysis. Very clean price action on the daily chart. We're making lower highs and lower lows. We got consolidation. And finally we broke this trend line, and of course we broke this previous support and now resistance. So let's wait for a pullback and try to get into this move as well. Maybe we can, this is way too, no, this is not gonna work out. It's not the way price moves to the upside, so let's take that up. Let's just watch the chart, what kind of pullback we will be getting. Australia Canadian dollar is often similar to the New Zealand Canadian dollar. This was also something in another video. That's what you're looking at over here. Forget that for now. Thing is, we had a downtrend on a 4-hour chart. That's where we find our entries. That got broken in a supply demand zone. Those are the two blue zones we are seeing. We got a pullback, a retest of the trend line, and finally we got another push. This wasn't really that strong of a push. We got some consolidation, but the trend line again held. Now we are getting a pullback again, and the trend line seems to be holding as well. So there's a high probability we will see continuation of this move. Overall, I am bullish on this move for now. Of course, this trend line is combined with this support and then maybe resistance area. So keep a close look on how that will go. Then I promise you guys to look into some fundamentals, or the way I use fundamentals. So let me switch the screen here. But first, as promised, let me give you a quick view on how to unlock my book. For those of you who don't know, it's also in my description. So if you're missing this part of the video, you want to look it back, it's in the description, all the steps. My book is free. Trading Guide to Consistency. I wrote it after 8 years of trading. I wrote in everything I know and everything that was for me the game changer before I started to really be consistently profitable. So I want to share this with the world. First step to unlock it is go to the broker, my preferred broker, that's in the description below, and then just sign up, of course, verify your account, make a first deposit, and if you're ready to go, give me a sign, and I'll welcome you to my you know, whatever you want to call it. I'm here to help. So please subscribe. If you did, then, like I said, verify the account, make your first deposit, send me a message through email or maybe Instagram, whatever you prefer, I don't care, and I'll send you the book right away. And if you have read it, I have a little bonus. If you have read it and you're an active trader in my with my broker through my link, I'm here to help. Of course, I can't help everyone, so I help those who help me. I'm open to review your trading plan or your strategy or anything you want to ask me. Ask me anything you haven't found in the book already. So if you still have any questions, just shoot. And of course, after that, let's stay in contact. It's always good to have a sparring partner, or yes, just keep on the discussion about how your trading is going, the psychological things, the strategy things, the technical analysis, the risk management, everything. So that's the offer I want to share with you guys today. Let's switch to the fundamentals. This is where I go to when I am looking for the fundamentals. I go to the economic calendar. You can see a lot of things also, like you just saw. You can see the earning reports from different and then it's next week, earning reports from companies or things like that. Well, we're trading Forex in this video, so let's see what is on the chart. I always put on the filters because I trade the 4-hour and the daily and the weekly chart, so the bigger time frame, so and everything news related doesn't really affect my trading. But if you're on the lower time frames especially, it's very important to of course make sure you are you know when certain things are happening. So the three bulls here are indicating that it is important news and could lead to some volatility. So starting off on, well, Monday, let's say Sunday, depending on where you are in the world, we got some like the Fed meetings and the RBA meetings. Things get said, some decisions get made, price could move in the short term, so make sure if you are day trading or anything, you know what's happening in that day. So if you're trading the Australian dollar or the euro in this case, then make sure you know that something is going to happen. And if you trade it or not, that's of course up to you. I would stay away on those days. But also the US, another FOMC meeting, a rate decisions, and a press conference. So these are especially things that will move the currency pairs all across the board. Same thing. Every country, every important numbers, important decisions, rate cuts or rate increases or anything. This is the way I check it out with the economic calendar of investing.com. Next week I'll share another source to check these things. Also, if you want to know like what happened yesterday because of a certain spike, doesn't matter because you should be in or out after that. But today, tomorrow, this week, next week, it's interesting to be using this. Holidays, sometimes the market is flat on the holiday, so sometimes if you know that the markets are closed, that's also a good thing to know, that not that like you're gonna sit all day behind your screen and nothing happens, etc. So not to get in too much on this. I think quite some interesting setups. Thanks for watching, and I hope you will subscribe, and I can send you the book, and we will be you will be on your way to consistent profits within your Forex trading career. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.